Hi, welcome to another edition of CFBC Through the Years. I'm Don Barry, and today I want to take you back all the way to 1999. Now back then, people were beginning to worry about the year 2000, or Y2K as it became known. And they were all worried that our computers everywhere in the world were going to crash. Our president, Bill Clinton, was in the process of being impeached by the House of Representatives, and a young 17-year-old named Britney Spears was shocking the music world. Oh, and people said this new company called PayPal was never going to catch on. But here at CFBC, we found ourselves, for the first time in almost a decade, without a pastor. Brian Law had resigned at the first of the year, but he stayed on with us until May. And he made the transition as easy as he possibly could. He set up a pulpit filling committee, and he also created a search committee before he left. Now, several men filled our pulpit in that summer of '99 until the church called Reverend Bill Carter. He came along and agreed to serve as our interim pastor. Now, this allowed our search committee time to properly look for our next pastor. That committee was led by Deacon Lyndall Croft and was comprised of some good people: Opal Dennis, Linda Schaefer, Todd Yankee, and myself. We literally had stacks of applicants. Remember, this was in the days before cell phones were in everybody's hands. And email wasn't really used much, and VHS videos were the way that things were recorded in churches, but they were rarely used, mainly just for special occasions. Well, our search committee went through these stacks of applicants, and we decided that we were going to find someone in their mid-40s, preferably without any children, or if they did have them, maybe they would be about raised, and someone who had only been married once, because there were several of our applicants who had been married several times. We interviewed potential candidates by using a good old-fashioned speakerphone in the church office. Finally, in November 1999, after eliminating dozens of applicants, we finally found what we thought was the perfect guy. He lived in a little town in Tennessee, and he did have 2 teenage children, but he did fit our perfect plan. So, in early January 2000, our committee left pre-dawn and drove the church van to hear him at his church. Now, I have had many horrible experiences in my life, and this one ranks close to the top. You see, his church recognized that we were all the search committee, and they literally came begging us, "Don't take our pastor away from them." Well, we took the man and his family out to lunch, and he, however, had a very interesting appeal, and he seemed eager to come to Chester and visit us. On our drive home, Lyndall, who did have a cell phone, received a phone call. It was our guy. He said he had thought and he had prayed all afternoon, and thinking it all over, he declined our offer. We were shattered. We all decided it was time for us to just take a break. We'd been working hard as a search committee, and we had been working with this man particularly since late 1999, and we dreaded starting over with someone new. So the day went by, and I went to the church to check the mailbox, and in it was one big envelope. It was postmarked from Hammond, Louisiana. And my first thought was, oh no, not another applicant. But my curiosity caused me to open it. It was from a young 29-year-old guy. He had a brand new born son, and his wife was a school teacher, and she played the piano. They were from Southern Illinois originally, And as I read, I began calling everybody on our committee. God was telling us who our new pastor should be. You see, we had made up our minds about what we wanted, and we lost track of what God wanted for us. As time went, God provided several people, including Suzanne Spindler, Linda Schaefer, and even Bill Carter, with some amazing examples of proof that this man was God's selection for our church. A few weeks later, our little search committee traveled to a small town called Waumak, Illinois, up near Centralia. And there we met the man who has touched our lives and enriched not only our church, but the entire community of Chester since April 2000. Mike Fogerson accepted our unanimous call and has now become our longest tenured senior pastor. I'm sitting at his desk in his chair today. And I share this history with you because traditionally October is called Pastor Appreciation Month. And I wanted to give all of you the opportunity to express your appreciation to our beloved pastor who has served not only God and us, but he's done it for over 21 years. If you get time, send him a card. Let him know how much you think of him. Send him a text or a message. Or next time you see him, give him a big old hug. And as you watch this video, drop in the comments one word about what you think about our pastor. I hope you've enjoyed this little stroll down memory lane from 1999-2000. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.